News Extra. And of course, we've got the beautiful Eva online with us, and she's got some of the mentors that are with us to kind of take us through what we are going to be seeing this evening. Half a day, Eva. Who do we have? Unmute.
Unmute.
Wonderful. That always happens when we're on the call with the youth, and they're always like, Saina or Senorita. Anyway, buenos dias, Menanecitos. Thank you for having us again. And of course, thank you for having our program featured here on KUAM. And so present with us today is all of our team. All of our team members are here, so we're very happy to be here. We'll go ahead and just give you an introduction and then we'll talk a little bit about Iseng Sung Paget, which is what the next feature is. So if you enjoyed Halom Hikes and our stroll to Hilaan, we kind of started off with a beautiful stroll, an easy hike, and now we're gonna get a little bit more into the depths of the island. So with Iseng Sung Paget, we'll share more with you about what that looks like. So again, I am Eva Agan Cruz, also known as Eva Tamorita. I am the project director at Enough Malik Youth. And go ahead and introduce yourselves, mentors. Let's go for G. Pagu Pagu G.
Hey, welcome to me. You can call me Georgie for this interview. I'm the project assistant for Enough Malik Youth. Thank you for having us again.
Jesus Masi G. Pagu Pagu Atu.
Top of the day, everyone. Guahusi Atu, Daniel Stone Jr. I am a youth development assistant here for Enough Malik Youth.
Okay. Malek, just Masi Haku Pagu Ensu.
Salu, Guahusi Lawrence, aka Ensu, and I'm also a youth development assistant.
Haku Pagu Star Puti Un.
Hafade buenas, Guausi Starlet Cruz, also known as Putiin or Star. It's nice to see you guys again.
Okay, Hagu Pagu Cass.
Oh, Hafade Guausi Cassidy. I'm a junior mentor here with the team, and thank you for having us back again.
Hagu Pagu Riley.
Buenas, my name is Riley. I'm also a junior mentor, and it's also good to see you guys again.
Okay, so next week we won't need introductions because we'll be familiar here. All right, so again, the Halom Hikes series is also a part of our curriculum that we bring to our youth. We do have an after school and a summer program coming up. And summer, we're looking to be in person and be stationed out of the second Kutsuran Tomorrow Cultural Center. So if you have youth who are in the ages of 14 to 17, please find us on Instagram or Facebook, or look us up at inafamalikyouth.org. Just youth who want to get deeper with their culture, explore our roots, understand our history, and get into some of our cultural activities and into the land that we'll be offering. All right, so Paget. So for this episode, I'm going to go ahead and let our host, who is here with us, we have a different host on this episode, and he can kind of tell you a little bit more about what to expect when you go on this hike, and also what to expect when you watch the episode. And that would be Atu.
Hi. Or I guess for this episode, I wanted to really focus on getting a little more context to exactly what's significant about going to these places. It's one thing to just hike for aesthetic sake, but it's another thing to actually know what's important about the ecosystem of the location, and if there's Lati sites we're visiting, the significance of what we can learn from those Lati sites, and just general stuff that's edible there, and things you can do, to, I guess, be more, to be more considerate of other people that go there as well. As these are public spaces. Yeah, just stuff like that.
Yeah, so this episode goes a little bit more into the flora and the fauna. We get a little bit more in depth about what you can find there. So when we went in, we had some of the mentors try some of the lada. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with the noni tree. So if you eat kind of the fruit of the noni tree when it's really young, they say it's a nice antioxidant, just a real nice immunity boost. Just so Cass and Riley want to tell us about your experience with the ladder tree and if it's your new favorite, your new favorite vitamin to take every morning. What do you guys what do you guys think about that?
When I got to try it, it was so bitter. I tried before. What is that called? Miss Eva was just explaining like what it does and like what are the benefits, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it. And then she gave me a small one. And I was like, oh, it's so small. And then so I grabbed a bigger one, not realizing how bitter it was, and I just ate the whole thing.
Well, now you're going to live to be 180.
Yeah, and not that, when she says bigger, she means like this big. Please don't try to consume the fruit that is, anything bigger than like a penny or something, because I mean, good luck if you do. I've never tried it. We just we kind of chomped on the flowers and the little ones. How about you? Cass, did you like it? Have you been having more lada now whenever you see it,
Also, once in a blue moon. It was very, very bitter for me. I don't plan on eating it anymore.
We used to play war with that.
This how it helps.
Right, yeah. We'd let it get rotten, and then we'd play war with it. Me and my cousins would be like, that's our grenade, and you don't want to get hit. If you think it tastes bad, try getting it all over your face.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, so Ensu, do you think you can talk about some of the special features of this hike, and what the actual resources that we were able to observe and to walk through?
Yeah, so I mean, one thing that we really tried to focus on with this hike was looking at the limestone caves down there, the freshwater source, and then also just really bringing some context to the Laddie site there. And just, I know we had some footage in this hike featuring the Laddie stones, the Lusung, all the pottery shards as well. And just really showing like that shift in the terrain. And also, I know Atsu added a little part there about the limestone and how it's tough to walk on that when we're hiking, and how our ancestors that lived there might have been the first ones to use Zori. So there's a lot of good content that Atsu included in this one, and we're just excited for you guys to see it.
Yes, absolutely. And then if anyone's actually been to Pocket, it's kind of a longer hike. Yeah. So we did, or it's just it's a more intense hike for sure. So, we did spend time walking through the trail, showing the different signs. Pocket is marked. There's a lot of guides along the way. So, but definitely to prepare physically. How's that hike coming up, G?
It's really good for your heart, I'll tell you that much. If you're looking for another way to do cardio other than, go into paradise or something and you don't want people next to you, definitely Pocket is the way to go.
That's good for your dog and up the steps on the way back.
Yeah,
Right.
I've been on the Pocket hike, and oh man, it's so beautiful and it's worth it, but it can be treacherous if you're not,
Yep.
prepared.
What comes down must go up.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. Like I said, it really is. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, we're definitely excited for this episode, and we're really just so proud to partner up with Anafa Maulika and Manetlu.
So thank you once again, Eva and the crew. And we are going to be airing episode 2 tonight on KUM News Extra. You don't want to miss it. Thanks again.
All right. See you, Masi.
We'll see you again next week.
Ongamas, there you go. Halom Hikes. So we're doing this every week. First hike was Hilaan. That was last week. It was a great segment. This is debuting, Jay, in about an hour.
Yeah, so it's going to be on Facebook Live at 11, and we're putting up the Super HD version. So, like, the colors really, really pop. I took a look at the final cut.
Colors be popping.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Yeah.
And last week, I really loved last week. And, the music by Dakota.
Dakota.
I really liked it.
Yeah, it was
it's
good
so
stuff.